Good evening, everyone. I am Christine Uy, and today I'm going to explain to you my own understanding, my own comprehension about 21st century of education and 21st century characteristic of teachers. First, I am going to have my own opinion on the quotes that is saying that holding high expectations for our children will allow them to reach for the stars. In 21st century of education, the implemented approach that the teachers were going to use is student-centered approach, wherein the learning came from the student, not from the teachers. So therefore, in this message, let them have the children have the obligation, let them have their own learning, let them have their own discovery of learning. So in this message, it talks about how they're going to reach, how going to produce any ideas, how they are going to solve a problem. It is very important that we should not spoon feed the learner, because it is very important that they need to learn from themselves also. They need learn from their environment. That is why it is very important that they need to have their own learning in order for them to reach for their goals someday, in order for them on what they want to be in the futures. So that's it. That is my own comprehension. For the next question is explain the three factors of 21st century of education. First, we have the collab innovation, wherein the new idea or method, collaboration, an action of working someone someone to produce or create something, where the creative thinking intentional gaining new insights and different ideas through existing information. So I have I am going to give you a example for innovation. As you can see in the video, the three children now they have own idea. They're going to have their own method in order for them to create their projects all about the solar panel ba yun? And then for the collaboration, as you can see, they have a unity, they have the interact, they have a different ideas but becomes only one. So that is collaboration. For the creative thinking, as you can see, they have a different thinking on how they're going to they have a project. Each of one of them have their own idea on how they're going to create. So that is creative thinking. Their mind are going to explore, their mind going to have a discovery. So that is creative thinking. For the third questions, 21st century technology affects our lives. Why or why not? For me, yes, because in during the pandemic arise, we switch into the new normal of education. Most of us use online learning, distance learning, flexible learning. So technology, it helps a lot to us to continue the education of the learner, and also for the teachers, the mode of teaching now is now in technology. So I can say that this helps a lot the students and both the teachers, but somehow it has a disadvantage, especially for the children, because nowadays those children are not have an addictions into technology, in specific in gadgets and others application like games. But somehow it helps bigs a lot to us today, because of technology. Now we can now have a instant feedback we can receive, especially when we're going to send in messages far from us, especially from abroad. Now we can already receive an instant feedback from them. So that is how technology affects our lives, because different cultures, different perceptions of other country, we can now easily access them. We can now easily connect connect to them. So that is technology. For the fourth questions, for the four characteristics of teachers in 21st century, know how to collaborative. So in the know how to collaborative, it is very understanding that the teachers and the students know how to collaborate. In teachers, both of his teachers co-professional, or the teachers in or in other colleagues, they have now going to interact, they're going to have exchanging ideas. It is very important that we should put into our mind that no man is an island. You cannot learn from your own, but also you can learn from the others. Also, for the students, now you have in 21st century of education, it is very important that the collaboration is involved, because the children have not cannot learn from independent from his own. He or she going to learn from the collaborative learning, interact, sharing different ideas and learnings and experiences is very important in collaboration. Also for the teachers, adaptive. When we say adaptive, like for example, the new normal of education, we switch from traditional to online classes. The teachers were going to adapt what is now trend, what is, kumbaga ano yung patok ngayon. The teachers were going to adapt it in any time and anywhere. So the teachers should be flexible here. And also for the students also, we need to have an environment that they can easily adapt. And also, hindi na sila mahirapan based upon their learning on how they're going to learn. For the third, tech savvy. When we say technology, the teachers are going to have illiterate on how to manipulate, or how to going to marunong silang magamit ng mga computers or any kinds of technology. In 21st century, it is important that the teacher should be have illiteracy in technology, in digital. That is why it is very important. So in the scenario here, the teachers are going to operate the computer or any technology. Kasi, di ba, may online classes tayo. The teachers will now have diyan na mayroon siyang may assistant siya. He or she going to operate literate in technology. Also for the students, in 21st century, the students now in elementary, I experienced that in elementary, with especially hindi kami marunong mag-operate ng computer, any gadgets, kasi hindi pa yan, kumbaga hindi pa kami ng technology noon. Yung mga cellphone, hindi pa yung cellphone, yung keypad, yung Android phone. Pero ngayon marunong ng mga bata kasi digital na tayo. And then even yung pag create lang ng video, ganun, tuturuan natin yung mga bata, di ba? Is very important yung mga yung proper etiquette ng pag-handle ng during yung technology, yung Google Meet nila. It is very important yung ituro sa mga bata. Next, for the last, life lifelong learner, continuous process. It means here that a teacher is now going to have endeavor. Example here in the video as I watch is yung kumbaga yung lesson plan, how they are going to the traditional lesson plan, how they are going to have switch into the online course outline o yung lesson plan. So the learning process should be continuous, hindi dapat yung napuputol, di ba? Nang marunong tayong 'di ba nakiki-learn tayo, kumbaga natutunan tayo sa ibang tao, and also the learning should be not stop, 'di ba? A learning should, kaya nga 'di ba may mga seminar, webinar, yung mga teachers, because the learning should be continuous. Hindi siya pwede maputol, hindi siya pwedeng mag-point lang, mag-end lang, but therefore, it should be continuous. In order for, kasi 'di ba hindi nang pwede yung example yung sa math, plus, times, divide, minus lang ang alam mo. In continuous learning process, it should be have the formula, the other algebraic, 'di ba ginagamit yan sa geometry, sa pagkuha ng mga volume, area. It is very important. That is why it should be continuous process. For the students naman, the learning should be, 'di ba? Yung sinabi sa video na no children should left behind, yan talaga ang goal ng mga teachers. It should be continuous yung education nila. It should be continued the learning. They should be have another day, may matutunan sila. Hindi pwede yung isang araw niya nandun na sila sa classroom is wala sila natutunan. It should be continuous for yung mga learning nila. For the last naman na question, did you agree what statement that the learning process should have continuous process, that it should lifelong process? For me, yes, because yun nga, as I explained a while ago, yung kumbaga yung mga learning nila, di ba sinasabi na yung it take process yung learning is it take process, hindi yan pwede abrupt na matutunan ng mga bata or both teachers and the learner. There is a process, there is a gradual process in order for them to learn. There is a step by step. Yes, it is continuous kasi yung learning, 'di ba, hanggang sa tumanda ka is continuous pa rin 'yan. May natutunan ka pa rin sa habang buhay mo. Kaya nga yung 'di ba yung sinasabi nila, experience is very meaningful. Hindi mo siya makakalimutan. So, it can you apply into other areas, other discipline, in philosophy. So, it is very important. Yung ano na lang yun siya, yung kumbaga, yung parang level siya, yung parang blocks. Diba, may level 1, level 2, hanggang sa mag-level 3, level 4, pataas, higher order thinking skills. That is why I agree with this, kasi it should be a lifelong learn process. Dapat continuous ng learning natin, both teachers and students. So, that's all for this evening, and I'm so tired and I wanna sleep na, and thank you for watching my reflection, and God bless you all. Keep safe.